Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Frenzy, the show the players watch. I'm Sam Ali, and ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the final edition of Friday Night Frenzy. I know, it's a sad moment. I haven't been this sad since my mom told me I was her 5th favorite child. So let's start this one off with a bang as we go to Gwyn for the Class C District Championship between Ishpeming and Negaunee. And check out the Miners fans that showed up to this one. And at the very end, towards the right, you will see Negaunee radio play-by-play guy Brady Gilbo with the dab. Second quarter, Miners up by 5. Ball inside to Trent Bell. He gets double-teamed, but he's a bad man. Bell scores to make it a 7-point lead. A little later, off the Hematites miss, Dre Tuominen, low-look pass to Bell, and he scores the easy lay-in. Negaunee's offense clicking on all cylinders. Moments later, Tuominen driving, and he will dish to Jake Ennett for 3. Bang! Miners lead balloons to 15, but the Hematites would battle back. Devin Sundberg with the 3 ball, and he hits it to try and give his team a spark. A little later, Sundberg will try and drive, but he is denied by Bell. Nice play there by the big man. Ishpeming not giving up, though. Hart Holmgren will take the handoff, rises up, and fills it up as the Hematites continue to dig out of the hole, but this night belonged to the Miners. Tuominen with the bucket there, and that's all she wrote as Negaunee steamrolls Ishpeming 67-37 to win the Class D's District Championship.
I feel like Steve Young on the sideline at the Super Bowl, about the monkey on the back thing, but really proud of this group of kids. They could have folded up the tent midway through the year when we had that little 3-game skid, but they came back and worked harder, and we fixed some things, and I think we're a better team.
I remember back to last year when we lost by 1 at the buzzer, and I remember Jay crying in the locker room, giving him a hug, and I just had that feeling with me all week coming into district, so I really wanted to get it for him and for the rest of the seniors the past 2 years, actually. So we had a lot of fuel coming into this game, and we used it pretty good tonight.
It feels good. I wish it didn't take this long, but it feels good now. I'm definitely confident now to come in here and win, to beat a good team by 30. It feels good, and it definitely boosts our confidence.
My shoulder hurt from conducting that interview. The Miners will face Calumet next week in the regionals in Escanaba. In the other Class C District Championship, it was Iron Mountain knocking off Westwood 53-36. Carson Wonders led the Mountaineers with 24 points. Iron Mountain will face Newberry in the other regional semifinal. To Gladstone now as the Braves hosted their Class B District Final against Menominee. First quarter, no score, and I know just the guy who can change that, Reese Castor with the triple, and he gets this party started. But the Maroons would respond with a 3 of their own. Jonathan Antela nails the long-distance shot to tie this game up early on, but then the Braves offense began to pick up steam. Brad Spindler feeds Joe Gibbs for the dunk. Cash me outside, how about that? The Gladstone gym was rocking and rolling. Little later, Braves looking to ice it. 3-ball from Kevin Cole, and that's cold-blooded. And there ain't no party like a Gladstone party as the Braves win it 57-43.
Been trying to do this for 4 years, and we did it as seniors, and it was awesome. We came back from behind, one of the best feelings in the world. The locker room at halftime, we picked up the intensity. Coach yelled at us. He told us we're not who we are right now. So he just told us to pick up the intensity and play hard, and we did. We came out hard, and we came back and won.
In Gladstone, I've said it over and over, we're just really fortunate to have an administration that really supports us, whether we're up or down as a program. I'm extremely fortunate to have the coaching staff, the guys next to me on the bench, have a couple other varsity coaches on our bench that they're as much a part of this as I am. And our kids, you won't find better kids than here in Gladstone, so we're very fortunate.
So the Braves move on, but who will they face? Well, that would be Grayling, who knocked off Kingsley tonight. That game will be Monday at 6 o'clock, and it will be played out in the Sioux. Let's go to Republic now, where Bessemer and Ewen-Trout Creek played a thriller of a ball game. We begin in the second quarter. The Panthers with a 4-point lead. Austin Berglund to Jake Witt, and get out of his way. One-hand slam there. The Panthers led by 8 at the half. We jump ahead to the fourth. Bessemer staying in it thanks to the deep ball. Luke Zielinski from the corner, bottoms up. Speed Boys down just 6. Now it's a 3-point game. Cade Mazan dishes back to Braden Tomes for 3. And just like that, we are tied at 46. After a Panthers miss, Levi Lindberg, he will poke the ball away here, and Berglund picks up the rock and takes it all the way to the rack. 2 of his 16 points on the night. Then, with less than 4 minutes left, ETC up just 1. They come up with another steal. Eli Nordine finds the big guy, Jake Witt, and he's going to shoot a three. Yes, he will, with 26 points on the night in the ball game. Less than 10 seconds left now. Bessemer down 5. Mazan pushes the ball ahead to Braden Tomes from the corner, and that's good. Timeout. Bessemer with 3.4 seconds left. They're down 2. Final play of the game. ETC gets fancy with the inbounds pass. Bessemer gets a hand on it. Max Samardic with the steal, and the shot is no good. Ewen-Trout Creek survives 62-60.
We were due for a close one with them. They kicked our tails last time, and we beat them up the first time. So I think the fans got their money's worth. But, yeah, they wouldn't go away. We had a couple of leads of around 9, and, man, they just hit big shot after big shot. And right down the stretch, even when we missed those free throws, they capitalized. Always good games with Bessemer and ETC, so this is a good win for us.
We just had to play tough. Bessemer's always been a tough team, and they always come back in the fourth. They're known for that. They have size, so we had to play aggressive, really. We couldn't give up at any point, so it was really just a tough game, tough through the fourth quarter.
And with the win, the Panthers move on to the regional semifinals next week in Negaunee. And the Panthers, they will take on Rapid River, who are well rested after their district win on Wednesday. That game will tip off at 6 p.m. on Monday. Let's go to Baraga now, Class D district final between Dollar Bay and Chassell. First quarter, Blue Bolts up 2. Jacob Iacano with the strong drive to the basket, and he goes off the glass and in. He led Dollar Bay with 19 points on the night. Panthers would answer back the other way. Hunter Raudiola in the paint floats one up, and it's good. Chassell was still down 4, though. Moments later, a deep pass from Abe Gackenbach to Raudiola, and it's good. He finished with 12 to try and keep his team alive, but the Blue Bolts had destiny on their side. Jay Janke from the corner, money. And it's time to celebrate as Dollar Bay wins it 57-45 to claim the Class D district title.
We've been working on defense in practice all the time, and it paid off.
We knew Chassell was going to come out and play hard. We knew they were going to bring some full court man-to-man defense. Really, we said if we could limit their drive and we could play good, solid defense, we were going to be all right. And we really did those things really well tonight.
This is Dollar Bay's first district title since 2005. And the Blue Bolts will have a tall task on their hands as they will take on North Central, who beat Bark River Harris tonight 79-60. Jason Whitens had 23 for the Jets. That game will be the second semifinal in Negaunee. We have reached halftime on this edition of Friday Night Frenzy. Still to come, we're down to the Frozen Four in the WCHA playoffs as Michigan Tech hosted Game 1 tonight against Minnesota State. All that when we come back on Friday Night Frenzy. Welcome back. Do you know who is a big fan of the new WCHA playoff format? The Michigan Tech Huskies. The number 2 seed in the conference swept Lake State last weekend, and they welcomed the number 3 seed, Minnesota State, to town tonight for their best-of-3 semifinal series. Let's go to Houghton. First period, the Huskies on the attack. Mark Auk lights the lamp from Alex Smith and Alex Gillies for a 1-0 lead. 2.5 minutes later, the Mavs tie the game up. Charlie Gerard, he's going to snipe this one past